To all, 6th standard biology chapter 8 body movement. Students, I hope all have finished your pre-midterm test. Now we are going to just recall the chapter 8 body movement. We go through some joints and movements only. After that, we go through a new topic in this chapter, gait of animals. Okay. The living organism show many different types of movements. Some of the animals' movements are walking, running, flying, jumping, creeping, crawling, slithering, and swimming. The human beings can move some parts of their body in all directions while others in only one directions. Okay. The bones are hard structures inside our body that cannot be bent. So, joints the place where two or more bones meet. The joints help to move the bones. We can bend or move body parts that have joints in them. So, our body has many different types of joints. Ball and socket joint, hinge joint, pivotal, and also fixed joints. The first one, ball and socket joint. In this joint, the rounded end of a bone fits into the cavity or hollow space of another bones. It allows a movement in all directions. For example, joint in the shoulder and joint in the hip. Okay. The next one, hinge joint. It allows a movement in our one direction only or back or front movement. Okay. For example, our elbow consists of a hinge joint. Then pivot joint. It consists of a cylindrical bone that rotates in a ring. It allows movement in forward, backward, left and right directions. Listen. It's allow movement in forward, backward, left and right movement, right directions. For example, the joint between our head and neck in a pivot joint. Okay. Fixed joint. The joint in which the bones cannot move are called fixed joint. For example, this one, the joint between skull bones are a fixed one. The joint between the skull bones are fixed joint. Okay. Then we goes to a skeleton. A skeleton is a framework formed by bones and cartilage. Functions of the skeletons. You see the pictures, the whole skeletons. Okay. Functions of a skeleton, it gives a shape to our body. It protects the internal organs of our body such as the brain, heart, lungs, etc. It helps in the movement of the body parts with the help of muscles. Okay. Then cartilage. Cartilage is not as hard as bones. It is seen only the ear lobe. Okay. X-rays are images of bones taken to examine the shape of the bones inside our bodies. X-rays are useful for doctors to detect fractures and other bone injuries. A thin bones of the chest that curved are called ribs. Okay, ribs made to protect our lungs and heart. Then our backbone is made up of many small bones called vertebrae. They help us to bend. The chest bone, ribs and the backbone together form a rib cage which protect the internal organs of our body. The muscle work in pairs to allow the movement of animals. The movement of animals move differently and their movement is known as gait, and this movement is known as a gait. Okay. Bones and cartilage form the framework of our body called skeletons. It gives shapes. The muscles are attached to the bones and help us to move by working in pairs. When muscle contract, the bone attached to it moves and the other muscle relaxes. Again, to move the bone in the opposite directions, the relaxed muscles contract and the other muscle relaxes. Okay. The animal move different and their movement is known as a gait. That is gait of animals. Different animals perform different kinds of movements. Some animals walk, run, fly, crawl, hop, slither or swim. We already studied 3 animals moving. Animals have a different body parts to perform different movements. For example, birds have wings to fly, whereas human beings walk on legs. Fish use their fins and tail to swim in water. It is not necessary that one animal will perform only one type of movement. Some animals can move in more than one way. For example, cockroach can walk, climb as well as fly in the air. A duck can swim in water as well as walk on the ground. Okay. Then we goes to the some special one. The first one, earthworm. Earthworm, you already studied earthworm, snail and cockroach movement. Next class we will meet the new topic, the movements of birds, fish and also snakes. Okay. Thank you.